Hey, okay, so I've just got 2 more days of driver's ed, and I am psyched because I actually get to sleep after it's all over. Cause I'm used to waking up at around like 8 or 9. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's just to get ready. And plus, it gives my mom some some time to get ready as well, because she's the one who's been taking me every day, and she goes to work around the same time, so it's convenient. And so, what I've been working on for the past few days is I've been continuing writing a book about my life. It's gonna be in chronological order, all the bullshit, all the bullshit rumors about me, all all the misunderstandings, all the love triangles, the crushes, the rejection, heartache, and and most of all, how my porn addiction affected my life. And when I confess about a lot of the girls I talk about in the book, well, let's just say when I have kids, they are not reading this book. Even if they beg me, they are not reading it, because I talk about girls like I talk about what I thought of their bodies and all that shit. Cause when you're addicted to porn, sex is all you think about, and it affects your way of thinking. And there's only there's only so much a person can take. I mean, like, the question isn't how much sex is too much sex. It's how much porn is too much porn. Like, when I tried to stop in the 6th grade, I just couldn't. And let me explain the true reason why I stopped. Because God intended me to walk a straight path. And because my real dad was a porn addict, I always said that I don't want to be anything like him. Well, I inherited his worst trait, ad- his addictive nature. And God did not want me to be a porn addict, so each time I watched porn for an entire week, I had bad luck, which would explain why I was bullied in 5th grade when it started, especially in the 6th grade. I can remember clear as day watching porn on on Monday, even on Monday through Thursday mornings, sometimes even Friday mornings, getting what I guess you can call it a porn high, because, well, Bunny, not today. Most guys, when they watch porn, they, uh, take care of themselves. I never did that, because it's like a porn high. I call it a porn high because it makes you feel good. It makes you forget about all the bullshit that's going on in real life. And if you take care of yourself, it brings you down. And when you're high on a drug, the last thing you want is to come down earlier than you would naturally. I've never taken care of myself like that, ever. And I remember getting porn high and then going to school porn high. It was that bad. And well, it affected a lot of my friendships, and all that. It even caused my first love to disown me. And even then, well, let's just say a whole bunch of other stuff happened and that I did under my autism's influence that scared her away even more. And let me put it to you like this. My autism made me do stuff that was so bad. She didn't speak to me again until literally last November. And it started in the 6th grade. It's not a bad reflection on her because pretty much the only person I can blame for all that stuff is myself. I mean, that's the only person I can blame. Hell, if I was her in that position, if you knew the stuff I did, even though it was under my autism's influence, you would disown me too. Hell, I would disown me if I was in her position. Except, most of what I heard her say about me was through other people, and that turned out to be... I'm sorry. I have a little frog in my throat. Anyway, yeah. Most of what those people told me about her was just rumors. She never did any of that stuff, except disown me. That was just about it. And she had a boyfriend, who still to this day I have no idea what his name was, what he looked like, or anything about him. Just that, well, I loved her, and she disowned me for stuff that was truly my fault. I was too porn high to realize it. Now I realize that she's one of the kindest people I've ever met. The only other person that's nicer than she is my friend Isabel. And I was obsessed with getting back at her for hurting me. But it wasn't until earlier, well, until like literally Halloween, that Isabel basically talked some sense into me. That whatever Laura did, I basically... Isabel didn't say this part, but as I've said before, I pretty much made her. I made my first love disown me. I pretty much asked for it. And all those years we spent not talking to each other, I made her out to be someone she wasn't. Now she's one of my best friends. And I thank God for that. And I guess you can say she's one of the reasons I got sober. The first time I got sober, the second time, because I relapsed. You see, it was around this time of year, like in 2010, when I got sober the first time. Sorry, I burped a little bit because I just ate dinner. Anyway, it was literally on my mom's birthday, in February 19th, 2011, that I relapsed. Until April 8th of that year, I had a near-death experience when I snuck out one night and walked the block because I had a lot on my mind. And what happened, I'll save for another blog. But to kind of wrap this up, I discovered Jesus because I was an atheist at the time, and it was then that I got my act together and got sober. I've hid this from so many, like literally up until I came clean on both this YouTube channel and Instagram. I had only really told very few people, and only like 2 girls. Now my life has improved since I first got these allergies are killing me. My life is a lot better since I discovered Jesus. And I just hope that what I've been through, nobody else has to go through. And once I hit it big, I'm gonna have this book published. I'm gonna actually have to type it up. It's been a pain in the ass to write down. Right now it's just writing. Now this part with the paperclip, for the rest of the book, will just be pictures. And so I really have nothing else to say except when you're driving, try to be safe. And tomorrow, in Driver's Ed, Brian Garlock's mom is stopping by to speak to us. So on Thursday, I'll be sure to blog about that. In the meantime, because I really have to be somewhere sometime soon, in the next 10 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna sign off, and I'll see you Thursday. Thanks for watching.